Ladies and gentlemen, here's my music. It's time. It's time for Samson's World. Today on my show. So, give it up for my first guest. He's one of the most hilarious comedians in the comics. Give it up for Mr. Sizzle Mcgraw.
You gotta do one too, John. You gotta do it. Yeah.
On my show. Oh my God. We used to work together. You might know him from the Howard Stern Show. There we go. Oh my God, guys, that's it. That's all the intros I can give you guys. Are you all here? I just want to know. Can you guys hear me? Can you feel me? Can you touch me?
I can hear you. That's it, bro.
Okay, fair enough. John, you there?
Yeah, I hear you, and unfortunately, I can see you.
I know. Well, and right back at you, baby. I mean, geez, I was hoping maybe you could have at least taken a shower for us.
Hey, John. Samson's
Yeah.
the only motherfucker who shaves every day during the quarantine.
I
know, and he's also wearing a freaking suit.
I had a suit. I had to look, man.
He's wearing a suit. Like, who the fuck does that?
Okay. I mean, but in all fairness, though, I'm like a mullet, business up top, but I got shorts on. Can you see me? No? Yeah.
Oh, yeah? Business
Yeah,
up top
so
and a party.
Yeah, exactly.
That's a nice blazer, Samson.
Hey, you like this? This is actually from my bite-size days, John. I've probably got like 1 to 2 suits, and this is one of them.
Hey, John, the guy who dresses like
No,
that.
I recognize it.
The guy who dresses like that in the office.
I recognize it.
Yeah, what? You recognize this suit for sure, John. I know that. And I'm sharing this to my Facebook page so we can get some other folks involved here. So I'm doing that real quick. So yeah, so I'll start off with Esau real quick. Esau and I met back in the days at the Comedy Store, Guy Tori's Fat Comedy Players, the PCP, where that was at the Comedy Store, since the late 90s.
That wasn't the 90s, bro.
The late 90s it started, though, but when you and I did, it was like 2005.
Yeah,
right?
Fat Tuesday started in 95, but
Exactly. Happy 420 too. He says, "Oh, are you smoking right now?"
I'm smoking CBD.
Oh, you're smoking that CBD. How is that?
CBD helps with back pain.
So it's just straight up CBD you're smoking? It's not actual weed in that?
It's CBD is weed, yeah. But it's like the weakest weed you could ever smoke. It doesn't get you high or nothing.
Well, looks like you're still getting a little bit higher, no?
Well, it's just a ritual response. I'm not really high though.
Yeah, I feel you.
It's just like drinking, like, what's that shit that you drink that's not really beer?
White Claw?
O'Doul's.
O'Doul's, oh yeah.
Like
Old
beer
Duels.
drinkers will drink O'Doul's and still party, but it's like,
Just for the taste.
and the
it's
ritual of it.
It's either O'Doul's or Coors Light.
Yeah.
Or
Like,
Bud Light.
it's like
I love
Coke
Bud
Zero in this bitch.
No, I go for the real deal. I go for some real Coke, bitches.
Well, during a financial crisis, the first thing to go is entertainment, and that's what like weed is to me, is like entertainment. Like people get high to it's a beta blocker.
Yep. Now Esau. So John, I don't know if you know Esau very well, but Esau is like the comic pretty much, well respected by most everybody I know, except for a few people don't like Esau, but pretty much everybody does.
Who couldn't like
Who don't
Esau?
like me? Who don't like
does
me,
like
Sam?
it? No, that's a good point. I don't know. I mean, I was joking, but if I had to name somebody who doesn't like you, Donald Trump doesn't like you.
Donald Trump doesn't give a fuck.
So that's probably the only person.
Hey, you know, it's a trip, man. What if this shit ain't nothing but revenge?
On Esau?
No, on everybody, because we just tried to impeach this motherfucker and it didn't work. Right after that shit,
it did work.
Over, coronavirus.
What'd you say, John?
It did work. I mean, he got impeached. He is impeached.
Yeah. He is impeached, but you know, but most of the country found out that impeachment just doesn't really. I mean, who else can get fired at their job as president and still just gets to go to work every day and get paid? I mean, that's pretty much what happened.
You at Bite Size.
Yeah, that is true.
You got impeached, Sam?
Yeah, I mean, pretty much every single day of my life. I got impeached and I got neutered as well.
Esau, I got to tell you, Samson and I were in the trenches at Bite Size. I mean, put it this way, like the management there, the whole place was just no professionalism whatsoever.
It was just a cute office.
Yeah, and tell him, John, you had just come off the Tonight Show to Bite Size to work with me, which what a disappointment.
I know, going from Jay Leno to Samson Crouton.
Man.
And he still pronounces my name wrong. That's what I love about you. You still pronounce my name like French, Crouton.
I like Crouton better.
I do too. All right, maybe I got to start going with Samson Crouton.
It reminds me of
with the gray suit, you could be great.
Yeah.
If you're wearing the gray suit, it's great. It's gray Crouton.
Great Crouton.
Great Crouton.
So, John, tell him. So you came from a monologue writer for Jay Leno on the Tonight Show to Bite Size.
Not after that joke.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Hey, I thought Crouton was pretty good.
How was the adjustment besides the paycheck?
The paycheck was reduced immensely, but just, you know what, Samson, my biggest problem with Bite Size is they had all these young millennials there who really had no respect or regard for the Tonight Show. And I'm there like going like the young director kind of friends with respect. No one gave me any respect for being there. And I brought in the effects guy from the Tonight Show. Nobody gave him any respect. It was like these people thought they were freaking TV stars or something.
Yeah, no, I agree with you, John. But, you know, that happens when you're young kids in the business. They don't understand that this isn't going to last forever. And you and I were kind of two of the older heads in that place who had more experience. But, yeah, I agree. I had that same experience. It was hard. I was telling somebody from there the other day how, you know, just having kids in that place, 2 young kids, and not feeling job security every single day I was there. But in the long run, I was there for 3 years. So I had 3 years of job security. I mean, you know, I got fake fired at that place on April Fool's Day. They had the whole company in that fake fired me. I think they fake fired me twice at Bite Size, where you were actually there. They told me, they're like, well, Sam, we're going to take away all your shows. We're going to give them to John, blah, blah, which basically they did. I mean, when you came in, I had to quit most of my comedy shows to pretty much wipe your ass. I mean, right? I mean, I was the one. I was there just licking up your drool stain, which
wait a second. Hey, Samson.
I respected you out of that. You know, I was excited. I'm like, oh, shit. John Melendez is coming in. That's a good thing.
I 2 shows that wrote, I had you on the street, like doing those, the fake news to people.
Oh my God! No, I was. Do this again. You're right. Yeah, assholes that we did was great. No.
Yeah, a-holes and that. So so I had.
No, I'm still them. When I say I was
fighting. So you hear this guy? He's making up bullshit right in front of us.
You know what? Sometimes people got the balls to lie, knowing that you were there.
Yeah, right. Like the president.
You're like, motherfucker, I was there.
No, John. We need to do that. Yeah.
And by the way, Samson, Jimmy Kimmel stole that bit that we did.
Oh, of course, dude.
Fake stories.
Yeah. The fake stories. I mean, look, honestly, I think we do it better. You know, I was watching those things and they still stand up. The questions you wrote are great because obviously before when I was doing it, and for those of you who don't know John Melendez's history on the Howard Stern show, but even beyond that, John Melendez, I consider to be one of the pioneers of man on the street and really the pioneer of this. Jimmy, forget Jimmy Kimmel stole that from us. You were pioneering this stuff, forever. I mean, I consider you as the king of man on the street interviews, right? Am I lying?
Thanks, Samson.
How's that feel? Did that?
And you know what? Could I just? Yeah, it did. And could I just say, I've been doing this all for the last few days, and I'll say it here if there's anybody who's watching this. If anyone is suffering from the coronavirus and happen to be a fan, if they're a member or a loved one, just tweet me at Stuttering John M, and I'll make them a video to to cheer them up. I've been doing that. I've done so many already, and so if anybody is quarantined or homesick, just go ahead and tweet me, and I'll do a video.
That's awesome, and I mean, shoot, man, you're a good man, Mr. Melendez.
Thank you, Samson.
But enough of sucking each other off.
And Samson, I got
yeah.
This fucking guy
Who?
an hour before the show asking me if I could do the show.
I know, but dude, you know how I do this. I know. These are all look.
It's like
you know what I do, John. I let the Lord take control of my talk show. This is not your. It is not your traditional talk show. Yeah, I called Esau up this morning.
He called me because I'm Pastor Blunt.
He's Pastor Blunt, exactly. And
Pastor Lemuel Blunt.
I had a feeling, John, you were going to be down for a little talk show, and the replays on my show are ridiculous. You know what I mean? Like Joe Rogan's got pretty decent numbers compared to what's going to happen on this little one. So, okay,
well,
John,
I will.
Go ahead. Yeah, you will what?
Oh no, I got up at 5 this morning to do a show in Iowa, a radio station.
Really?
So
what were you doing there?
No, I'm friendly with the morning drive guy who wanted me to call, and it's Monday with Melendez.
Okay. Oh, I like that. That's got a ring to it. Now, John, tell people, a little bit. You're doing a lot of, obviously, you're a stand-up and everything like that. But what would you say to people? Obviously, when you worked on the Tonight Show with Jay Leno, there was a lot of Jay Leno haters out there. I personally am not one. I got a lot of respect. Why do you think he got so much hate, and was there any rationale behind that, do you think?
I think Howard Stern acted like a big fucking baby, and he took his and directed it towards Jay, and it was totally childlike. And
so Howard Stern started a lot of that.
What's that?
So Howard Stern.
Yeah.
I know Conan was going to get the job, and then it looked like the ratings weren't going to be great, so they kept Jay. And then you were.
No.
How did it go? You tell me how, because you were in that whole transition. Go ahead.
Yeah, I was there the whole time. Esau, just so you know, I got there, and 2 months into my employment, Jay held a meeting in front of everyone and said that he was leaving in 5 years. But the behind-the-scenes truth is, Conan told the NBC executives, if you don't, the network, NBC, they gave the show to Conan. Then when Conan took over, he bombed, and then they offered Conan a midnight. He'll be the host of the Tonight Show, but they'll move it half an hour, give Jay the half hour before, and Conan's ego wouldn't let him do that. So he stepped down, and then Jay took the show back.
Mm-hmm. Thank you for correcting my little bit of history there, the way I told it.
Well, I just, because it's very important because you had all these Team Coco idiots who don't realize that it was not Jay, it was Conan who pushed Jay out, not the other way around.
Wow, I've never heard that before. That's interesting. How so?
Well, then you haven't read my book because Conan
Don't put me on the spot.
Conan told NBC.
Yeah.
Conan told NBC that they have to get rid of Jay, else he's leaving. And that's a fact, Jack.
And you were coming, but were you coming from Howard Stern, or you were at Stern at that point? Because what was that time? And Esau, excuse me, because I'm going to get to you too. I'm just
listening to a great story.
Yeah. So what was the transition though, John, between Howard Stern to the Tonight Show? Like how long was that in between? Because I know you caught a lot of that shit from Howard for going to the Tonight Show.
Yes. What happened? Yeah. First of all, I was at the Tonight Show when the whole Conan thing went down. I was on Howard. It was a smooth transition. I did my last day on Howard and then got on a plane and flew to the show, and that was it.
Wow. That ain't bad. But how
we're moving on up.
Yeah, I mean, I've been
on up to the sky.
Yeah, exactly, Esau. Just so you know, I went from making $85,000 a year to about $400,000.
Yeah, that's a George Jefferson move right there.
Exactly.
And John's a great monologue writer too.
Yeah, you literally went from being with Archie Bunker to to living next door to fucking the British guy and his black wife.
He was Conrad Brain, or Conrad Brain, right? Wasn't that his name?
Mm-hmm.
Mr. Drummond.
Well, the British guy was the guy that was married to
Lenny Kravitz's mom.
The English guy. The English guy's at the door and asking George to walk on his back.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. That's right. The single guy who never got any pussy. He was the only guy on the show who wasn't getting any pussy because George was fucking wheezy, and then the uppity guy had the black wife, so he had some good pussy.
Yeah.
And then even Lionel had a girlfriend.
Yep.
He had a hot always going out to go get some pussy.
Wow.
Yep. Yeah, but the English guy never gave the English guy any pussy, man.
Nope.
That ain't fair. Maybe it was a bad piece.
That's the only thing I don't like about comic relief, like guys who are like reoccurring who just make entrances and exits. They're never like Kramer on Seinfeld, no pussy.
That's true.
Like, no pussy. Nobody ever gets the sidekick guy any pussy, man.
Yeah.
Robin was fucking Robin the Boy Wonder, no pussy.
Wow, that's deep.
Sidekicks don't get no pussy, man.
Well, you know that. Do you know behind the scenes of the original Batman? The one with Adam West.
Yeah.
Him and Burt Ward, who played Robin, they had orgies behind the scenes on that show. I mean,
they started cosplay. They're the pioneers of cosplay.
Right.
No, there's some crazy stories if you Google it. Adam West and Burt Ward got laid with like all those chicks, Catwomen and all those chicks.
Adam West was a much better cowboy.
I don't know. He was good. Bad.
You remember?
Huh?
Who said somebody? I saw the funniest.
Well, my dad is 87. And so, like, when I was a kid, man, like, I used to watch a lot of TV. Like, I didn't know this shit was old. I thought it was on TV. I didn't know it was old as fuck. Like, so when I was a kid, when I should have been watching, shit in my generation, I was watching Leave It to Beaver and fucking, shit my dad likes to watch. Like, my dad loves the Andy Griffith Show.
That is hilarious.
And I love the Andy Griffith Show because I watched that shit as a kid like it was being broadcast or some shit. Yeah, so I just know a lot of old shit.
Esau, how about I saw this meme the other day.
No, I hear you.
This meme the other day, somebody said, I finally figured out why you can see half of Batman's face, and it said, so the police know he's not black.
Oh, that's cooked up.
Oh, my God. Hey, Hey, Samson, let me ask you a question, because why do I see and hear Esau so smoothly that there's no, and you go like every 4 frames bounce sound, and your audio
Really?
is distorted. Esau, are you
Great.
having that same problem like with him?
Let me see. I hope my
Nope.
whole is that why you can see half of Batman's face, and it says so the police know he's not black. Wow, I just heard my little racist joke I made. I mean, I think it's working. I don't know. It might just be you're stuttering a few times. I think it's like the internet. But
the internet has a speech impediment.
John, let me ask you a question. Who was the craziest person you ever got to interview on a red carpet, or who like really wanted to almost punch you? And I know we can check out your highlight reel on YouTube, but like, you know, if you're going to save us a little time, is there something that sticks out in your head? Yeah. Who hit you in the nose?
You know, I asked her, Raquel Welch punched me in the nose. I asked her, are they drooping yet? I think she hit me with the left one.
That's hilarious. That is funny. That's good.
Well, then the answer must have been yeah.
Yep. Hey, Sizzle, yes. I want to ask you too, Esau. You, you know, kind of, you know, we're all stand-ups here and everything. We haven't been able to do that. Obviously, I know it's hard on all of us. But I saw recently you were on the Laugh Factory's live feed with Craig Robinson. I know Tehran's been there. Tiffany Haddish has been in there. How's that been? You know, tell people doing stand-up to basically nobody's in there. So you got to have the mask on. You know, what does it feel like? Is it work?
Well, you know, I've been on stage with nobody in the room plenty of times.
Well, of course, yeah.
So it wasn't that big a deal to me. Right. You know what I mean? It's just the comics who get spoiled, you know, and can't go sober. It's really good. It's really good for comics who rehearse in their living room and talk to themselves, because they could just do their shit. Because, you know, but I did it because, I mean, you know, I didn't make it about me and how I felt about it. I made it about whoever needed to watch it and whoever's secluded or whoever's sick and lonely or whatever. You know what I mean? It's just interaction with people. And so I just did it for whoever is interested in watching. I just took myself out of the equation.
That's awesome. And I love your little fish tank you have behind.
Yeah, that's my YouTube fish tank.
Wow. Wow. 4 hours of a YouTube fish tank.
Oh, this one's 8 hours.
Oh, 8 hours.
Yeah, you fall asleep to that shit.
Even better, man.
Dang. Oh, I fucking thought it was a real aquarium.
No, it's my TV, man.
That's great. We shouldn't have told him. Yeah, and when you first pulled up on the chat, Esau, I thought you were in an aquarium. I thought you had a little aquarium behind you.
I used to have a fish tank. I had a fish tank back in the day, man, and this is when I was still married, man, and my son was 3.
Yeah.
And we went, you know, he made us like, you know, it was his turn to pick what we wanted to eat. So we went to Kentucky Fried Chicken. We got a bucket of chicken.
Sounds delicious.
You know, I set the chicken on the counter, and you know, I go, you know, just to change and wash my hands, wash up and stuff. And I come in, and he's dumped the chicken into the fish tank because he wanted to feed the fish. He wanted them to have some chicken. So
what do you think you have?
He dumped all the fish into the fish tank, and I tried to save the fish, but the 11 herbs and spices took them out quick, man.
Oh, wow.
I tried to change him and put him all in fresh water and everything. He's crying. The fish are dying and shit.
You're like, you killed him.
Yeah, and then I was pissed off, so I refused to buy any more food. So we all went to bed with no dinner.
Oh, my God. Dang.
What do you think killed Colonel Sanders?
Wow. Esau's like, you killed the fish, you killed the chicken, and now dinner's canceled. Like, damn. That's hilarious.
You know what? The funny thing, Samson, is a person who only has never peeled back an onion would say, why did he have to put fried chicken in the joke? Right?
Yeah, I get it.
And I say, I think it's unfair that black people have to take the brunt for chicken.
Yeah.
We only got like 4 or 5 chicken recipes.
Yeah.
Where Asians have like 50,000 fucking chicken recipes. Who in the fuck you think like chicken more? Black people or Asians? But black people got to take the brunt for it. And Mexicans fucking add them to their family and shit. So I don't even know who loves chicken more.
Everybody loves chicken. I think the problem is it's like as a Jewish person back in college, my friends were like, hey, don't be a Jew. Come on, don't be a Jew. Make sure you tip. And so I would end up fucking tipping more than everybody else just because to all these little
I want to know who in the fuck don't like Kool-Aid.
Huh? I mean, I love.
Wait, Samson.
Yeah.
Samson.
What?
You're Jewish?
Yeah, you just found that out? What a dick.
Oh, shit. I'm done with this podcast.
Yeah, right? Dang it, man. All right, see you, John. Yeah, guys, I just want to thank John Melendez.
Samson, this is great. Like, you're like, I see the side of your head and then a green scene. And then with Esau, it looks like he's in front of fucking SeaWorld. I mean, what the fuck is going on here?
Well, let me explain.
I did that for the people.
When you see, this is the smoke and mirrors. Here's what I'm actually doing, everybody. John, now I'm looking at you here. So we're on this. This is, for everybody who knows, I am live switching the show here with Switcher Studio. So I'm doing the app. So look, here's Esau. There's John. There's me. But I'm going to put us all together. I'm just trying to up the production value. So, John, you're looking at the side of my head, but the people are getting the money shot. So don't you worry.
Well, no. By looking at the side of your head, I definitely know that you're Jewish.
Yeah. Do you see my ear? Look at my ear. Hold on. This is the
So you mean to tell me, Samson, that you could be Drake's brother?
Yeah. It could be Drake's brother. Yeah, easily. Look at this. Look at the side of my
Drake's
ear.
older brother.
See how I have that spot?
Drake's mom's all-white son.
Yeah. Do you see this, you guys? Oh, hold on. This way. See that? That little Spock flap. That's my Jew flap. Yeah, I mean, I've taken a lot of shit for being a Jew. A lot of anti-Semitism is all over the place.
Oh yeah.
It was so bad.
I understand.
It got so bad in my middle school. The kids were all making Jewish jokes, calling us kikes, Jews, and this is gonna get taken off Facebook now that I just said that. But and these kids, to show you how creative they got, so we brought our parents in because it just hit ahead. And so the kids after started calling us wedges, which is Jew spelled backwards, W-E-J. Yeah. So that it goes to show you how clever racism or anti-Semitism, homophobic, whatever it is, how you stamp it out, you think. But these kids went on for a whole nother, until they just kind of got sick of it. But that was a focus, and it's like, yeah, they got so creative. They created another racial slur so it wasn't detected.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
All righty.
Yeah, I don't know.
The kids in my school.
What about you? What was your experience?
The kids in my school, were
school weren't that smart?
Yeah, they weren't that smart. Because I'm Puerto Rican. Like, oh, John, do you live in the basement of Taco Bell? I'm like, that's Mexican, you fucking asshole. At least get your fucking bias fucking correct.
That's so funny. Do you live in the basement of Taco Bell? Like Taco Bell has a basement.
I know.
Hey, man, the high school I went, if all I got was call some names, I'd be down for that shit.
Right? That's funny.
At my school's trying to beat your ass and take your shit.
Yeah, I forgot you were Puerto Rican, John, but I guess Melendez. John, you have like one of those newscaster names like, and reporting the news, John Melendez.
That's an R&B singer.
John Melendez here with the weather.
John Melendez.
That's an R&B singer name, man.
Hi, my name is Hillary Ramirez. Like they roll that.
It's like a jazz guitar. That's a jazz guitar player's name.
Hilarious. That is so funny.
Here on the Wave, the new single by John Melendez.
John Melendez.
After the Wake.
That's right. John, what is your book that you have?
My book?
Yeah, what is it? Is it called How to Jerk Off Left-Handed, or what is the title?
It was a #1 bestseller on Amazon in general broadcasting. It's called Easy for You to Say.
Oh, I like that. Where? So what? Can we still get it on Amazon?
Yeah, the paperback was supposed to come out in July, but I don't know. It also includes my Esau. You'll love this. It also includes my prank phone call to Donald Trump.
Oh wow!
You had a phone call to Donald Trump?
Samson. I made world news. I got Jared Kushner and Donald Trump to call me from Air Force One, thinking I was Senator Bob Melendez.
That is hilarious. Can you tell us a little bit more about that? That's pretty good.
Yeah. I was doing my podcast, and we didn't have a guest. And my co-host, like, let's just call the White House. So we Googled the White House number. I called up. I English accent was like, "This is Sean Moore." They're like, "Who?" I go, "Sean is in Connery, Moore is in Roger. I'm a big Bond fan." And as if I named myself. And
right.
then, like, and Esau, do you hear that English accent? It's worse than
yes, the worst.
Terrible. I was gonna say that's not an English accent.
So anyway, just to make a longer was one, and I don't sound senatorial. I sound janitorial, and then within 10 minutes, Donald Trump calls me from Air Force One. I had like a 5-minute conversation. It was all over the news. I did every show. NBC, CNN.
That's amazing.
TMZ.
I had no clue. That's so funny.
Put him through.
put him through that. Kill him.
This is what an idiot this president is.
Yeah. No, that's not a surprise at all. Wow. That's amazing. You got
what if he picks up the phone and you don't say nothing? He probably sit there like, hello.
Well, here's the weird thing, Esau. I've hung out with Donald Trump like before he was president. And how the fuck does he not know my voice? I've talked to him on the phone a bunch of times. But I'll tell you why, because he never listens to anybody. He just talks.
Oh, that's
right.
True.
It's all about him, Esau.
Well, I mean, he's
a dotard in chief.
I mean, he's a megalomaniac. You know what I mean?
I know.
Mm-hmm. I mean, we all know that. I mean, he's so tiring to even, talk about at this point.
When he first ran for president, I thought he was doing it as a joke because he was bored.
I think he was, I think, well, but think about it now with his ego, it was just another competition to win, probably another bet at the table at Mar-a-Lago or Petty Island,
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Donald, I bet you couldn't win president.
Yeah.
Well, maybe,
And now this joke just cost us 40,000 American lives because he fucking sat on his ass the whole time.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. The problem I have with him right now is he's sitting there tweeting.
Pick one.
Liberate Michigan. I mean, pick one exactly, or just pick one thing. I mean, if you had a list of everything Donald Trump did, I'll let you pick the least offensive and then see if Obama could have gotten away with it. You know what I mean? Like, there's just no chance. Do you think
in the good old days they would have been a lot rougher with him than that?
Do you think Obama could have gotten away with it in Malia on the task force for the coronavirus? You know what I mean?
Do you think that Obama would have got elected if he said that he likes to grab chicks by the pussy?
Fuck no.
No. I mean, come on. They would have hung him for that. You know what I mean? So that's the part where people don't understand that Obama had to be perfect where Trump gets to be the exact opposite. And that's white privilege in a hat right there, The fact that he's gotten away with
people that Trump.
Yeah. Or
what's even crazier?
Yeah.
You know what's even crazier?
What?
Trump is president and Bill Cosby's in prison with no evidence.
Yeah. I mean, I think they have some.
I'll tell you this.
Not that I'm a
If you
cop,
watch-
not that I know anything about that situation or guilt or innocence.
But if you're
You
gonna
know, I'm
get
not saying that he did or didn't do that shit. I'm just saying, you know.
Have you seen the people at his rallies? It looks like a KKK rally. I mean,
well,
really.
it is the
Have you
KKK.
seen the Tiger King?
Yeah, it's Tiger King.
It's
Well,
Tiger King country.
I don't understand. How about the guy who compared the protester as Rosa Parks of like some, you know, that they're. I'm like, how are you going to compare these guys? Rosa Parks wasn't sitting on a bus with an assault rifle. And also, you know, not to bring race all in it, because I know a lot of people, my viewers, think I do that a lot. But imagine a group of black people storming the governor's mansion with assault rifles. And I watched a live feed from Michigan the other day, and there was barely any police around. Now, if a group of black people did that, I mean, they'd have the National Guard in an hour.
Well,
So,
you know, unfortunately, a lot of people like to sidestep and bullshit and live in their own fucking realities. But
right.
Race matters, and a lot of the times, and most of the times, is always a part of it. So you can't ignore it. So if you're like, why you bring race into it, man? It's because your weak ass don't want to fucking acknowledge the truth and what the fuck is going on.
Right.
If there's somebody's truth in their mind, and then there's an absolute truth. The tree is a fucking tree. And that shit is real, and fucking race matters, and that shit is real.
Yeah.
If you want to pretend that it ain't real, then that's probably why the shit is all fucked up.
And I think that's why it's almost like this quarantining. It's like people kind of try to pretend that race isn't real, white privilege isn't real. Like if we admit to white privilege, we give up some freedom of being white, which you don't. You know what I mean?
And they think that and motherfuckers are just spoiled. That's all. They're just bitches and they're spoiled. Yeah. You go to China. China's fucking got all the Muslim people in concentration camps and won't give any of the Africans any fucking medical attention. And then Africa, in turn, is fucking kicking the Chinese out of the country. Like, this shit crazy, man. Like,
they're denying, in China, they're denying Africans. Like in an airport, I saw a video from John King where like they couldn't go into a shopping mall at the airport. They let this white lady. Yeah, too much? What, John?
Samson.
What?
Breaking news. Breaking news.
What is it? What do you got? Go.
I'm trending on Pornhub right now.
No, for what? Is it that anal scene?
Just told me. No, because I'm guessing because they offered Joe Buck the announcer job. Oh no, it's because of my movie. I think they did a remake of my movie. You know, One Too Many. Look.
That is hilarious. Hold it up to the screen. Hold it closer. Let me see. Okay, you can't show that. Jesus.
One Too Many.
You just said hold it up to the screen.
Oh, well, I did, but I didn't realize there's no chance my this is gonna play on Facebook now. They're gonna yank my feed. But we're still up though.
Oh,
but that's no.
I'm sorry.
No, that was good. No, you're right. No, we went quickly from race to Pornhub, and that's how my show works.
Well, here.
Also, I just like to point out that
you know, race really matters in pornos as well.
Oh my God, race is so
Samson, look, Samson.
So race, huh? Oh, I see it. Hold on. Think about like in porn.
The porn industry is racist as fuck.
Yeah, if it's a black dude, he's always with a white woman. If it's, I swear to God, I've seen Mexican porn where it's a border crossing agent porn. Have you seen that one?
No.
And it's like largely the stereotypes, like you said, he saw within porn. Like if you look up, like say, sex with hot Mexican girl, you will see like probably there are themed in like, you know, I've seen Border Patrol where the Border Patrol agent is like basically.
Yeah. Well, you know, Samson, you're sitting there looking at the plot of the fucking shit. You know, it's a Border Patrol. Nobody watches porns, man. to give a fuck about what costumes they got on and shit.
No, you're right.
Watch it for the fucking, bro.
They do. You're right. But I'm just saying, man. I mean, there's a lot of good stories out there if you look into it.
I probably have seen a Border Patrol porno, but I fast forward through all that part. I fast forward all the way to the penetration.
That is so funny. This show is banging right now. Just by the way, I mean, I'm really happy with this. I mean, we've gone. We've just come on and off the rails, and it's been a good 420 show. Do you guys have anything? I mean, what do you think? We kind of covered a lot of topics. Anything else, John? Any breaking news, wishes for the future? I know I'm going to get, we talked about to get my talk show, John. I'm going to hire both you and Esau, onto that show when it happens. We just got to get the views up.
I would love it.
Let's put that one out.
I would love it, brother.
Yeah.
I would love it, Samson.
Yeah. I mean, we can do it. Here's real quickly. Here's just a picture of me jogging the other day. I know you guys can't see the picture, but it's just full bandana Unabomber jogger. I call myself. Are you guys working out at all?
Yeah, man.
Yeah. I walk and work out every day.
That's good.
Well,
yeah, John,
4 or 5 times a week.
You're in good shape. You want to take off your?
No, it's okay. Hey, Samson, look, I got to get out of here. All right.
Oh, what a dick! Typical of John Melendez to give me an excuse on why he has to leave my talk show. But no, hey, I love you. I love you guys.
Samson, it's been 45 minutes.
I know it's impressive. It's like, but look, this is it's stamina. You know what I mean? It's like I'm stamina. Sure you.
I know, but like
45 minutes.
I do my walk. My friend's coming over to our because like we do a hike or a walk each day. So he's on his way.
Okay, I like that. No, it's good. It's good to see both of you guys are doing well. Esau, Mcgraw, one of my favorite people on the earth and comedians. You guys keep it going. I'm gonna rip my theme music right here. Take us out. This is
all right, Samson. Love you, brother.
I really appreciate you guys dancing out. Happy 420 twin! Happy 420 twin! All right, guys.
Later.
I'll see you, brother.
All right, thank you.
Take care.
Music by Ahmed Oliver.